Hello everybody, I'm Tone 300 and welcome to a brand new series on Cities Skylines 2. So, we're in the loading menu. Now, we've got some big decisions to make on this to get started. It's going to be a brand new game, brand new map, and I've played for a few hours, so I know how the game works now. I thought I'd do that before I got started on this. So, this is going to be my main map. This is what I want to do. And I've been looking at all these different maps, and I'm not going for this one, don't worry. That's just the first one highlighted. And I think I'm going to do one of these new ones. I've been looking at Sunshine Peninsula and Coral Riches, and I actually think I'm going to go for Coral Riches. Now there is a reason for this, and mainly being you get wind on this map. So if I want wind turbines, they'll work on this map, whereas this one they don't. Obviously once you unlock different regions they will, but starting off you can't use them. And my goal is to have like a eco-friendly, mega touristy kind of city, so I don't want big power stations that are going to be polluting, if I can help it anyway. That's the plan. So let's get started on this Coral Riches anyway. And we are going to go for left-hand traffic, natural disasters on. We're not going to do these because these are like cheating. Well, to me they are. And I'm going to go for a European theme. And city name, I'm going to name it Londinium. The Roman name for London. Just because that's where I'm from. So it's not going to represent London at all. It's just, that's what I'm calling it. So let's get started and see what we've got. So this is our starting area. We have our main connection coming in, the road connection, which should go down to a highway. Yep. Okay, we've got a power connection to the outside world, and we've got a rail connection up here, and obviously there's the sea connections here, but we don't have a port or anything yet. Right, so how are we going to get started on this? Let's have a look at what we've got. At the moment we've got nothing unlocked. We've got £500,000, I'm going to call it. I know it's credits, whatever they are. So, I think I'm going to straight away go for a 4-lane road, which I think is what this is anyway. And let's put a roundabout here. We're going for a European theme, and we have lots of roundabouts in Europe, so what we do in England. 4-lane roads. I'm loving the tools on here with all the different road tools. I'm just going to drag that up a little bit. Say 240 metres that way, and let's do the same the other way. Just to get us started. We'll have a little bit of music in the background, not too loud. Okay, so although we want to be eco-friendly, we still need roads. So, but we're also going to try and implement some footways, some pavements, some bridges, pedestrian bridges. And straight away, I've got an idea of putting one across here, just to link one side to the other. So this is like a main through road, and I don't want all these crossings everywhere. Distance too short, so let's bring it back a bit. Actually no, we've got to do the elevation, there we go. So you can change the elevation of things. I think that's high enough. Switch to the pavement. And then we want to take this back down to 0. keep it as short as I can, so we go there. We are going to lose a tree, unfortunately, but we can't do much about that. I'm going to keep as many trees in as I can. Okay, so that's our sort of entrance into our city. Now, as we've got power over here, I think we want to generate power over here. Maybe have an industrial area as well, depending on the wind direction, which we can check. Air pollution. Okay, so wind direction. Yeah, so if we put it over here somewhere, we're just going to blow any pollution down to this sort of direction, which is fine for now. So residential, I would say, would be better on this side, purely because the coast is here. The land value is going to be higher. I'm going to think maybe we'd have a commercial district around about here, and possibly another one over this side, and maybe some more residential over here. So we could have a mix. And I also want to leave a bit of space for putting a main road through. In fact, let's run a road through now. A 4-lane road is as big as we can build at the moment. I don't know if I want to be too straight, although we do have rail connections. Let's start with that. I don't go too big, although I do want to do some planning. So residential areas, let's have a think on this. Should we do a coastal road that follows the coast? That'd be quite nice. An endless series of bends. Let's try this road. So obviously it will join into this at some point, but it's got a nice curve on there. I will have some straight sections as well. Possibility of putting a bridge across there at some point. Let's think about that and leave that option open to us. That kind of lines us up for a bridge. We may want a bridge across here, we may not. We might do one across there and then back across. This is long-term thinking. I'm just trying to plan ahead. There will be some grid formation in this, but I don't want to give you too many grids. So maybe we'll do some housing. Let's have a look. Like that. These are nice big grids, but that gives us options then with schools and things like that. Right, do you want to replace that road to a 4-lane? I mean, this could be a long-term option. A main road all the way across. We'll have to see on that. Let's run that down to there. Switch to a normal kind of road. Join that in. Okay, so we've got residential demand, we've got some commercial demand and some industrial demand. Industrial we know we're going to put over here, so we're going to need some services in place, we're going to need power. We spoke about the wind earlier. Now these will have to connect to roads, mainly for the power, just because it connects into the underground power lines. So let's carry on this road up towards our industrial zone, or what will become our industrial zone. Making sure it's nice and straight, 180 degrees. And I'm already thinking this roundabout could get quite congested with residential, commercial, industrial all using it. So do we want to join into the highway? One-way roads maybe? Okay, let's just run a road down from here first. Just to help line everything up with how we want it. Now, I'm not going to go too big with this zone at the moment. Oh, we are still in grid, let's get rid of that. That didn't seem to snap right, did it? Let's do that again. Making sure we're at 90 degrees this time. Okay, I mean we can make that snap right if we mess around with the roads. Delete that section. Replace the roads with a one-way street from that point down to there. Now anyone entering there at the moment is stuck in a loop, which they're not going to want to do.
You're listening to Second
So actually, yeah, let's replace that with two-way road.
Classical listening at home or wherever you roam.
Okay, that didn't line up. see what I'm doing in a second. Let's just get this right. This junction is going to want some improvements later on, because we don't want pedestrian crossings really right next to the highway. But for now, that's going to serve its purpose. So traffic will come into the industrial zone and they have a choice of exiting to the highway or going back into town. Depends on where they're going. But hopefully that will help with traffic flow. Okay, excuse me. Right, so let's get some residential up and running, shall we? Let's start moving in while we're thinking about what we're going to do. So, put a few residential houses along here. Allow some industry. Let's get some power up and running. Okay, we need some water. Do we have groundwater anywhere? Okay, we do. This could work quite well, because it's right by the highway and it's not really a desirable location, so we have to save that roadside location. It will need an access road. The problem is now anyone that's working in these buildings is going to be forced back onto the highway, unless we put in road here. We could actually put a roundabout there. Okay, that road's going to be for our water. So upkeep is 20,000 a month. That's 30,000. That's only 10,000. And produces more water. Although it will take up part of our coastline. I'm going to go with this one for now. Right, what are they asking for here? Sewage, backed up sewer. Okay, sewage, I don't like early game sewage. Sewage outlet. And the water flows in this direction, so we're going to go right the way down here, away from it. If we click on this, we have upgrades available, which I strongly recommend. That's 4,000 a month, and that was 10,000. This purifies 25%, so we're definitely going to do that. This one only purifies 10%, and it's going to cost us 10,000 a month. Attaches to the building itself. I'm going to add one. I might regret this, but okay, so we need to connect this in. So we've got no road access. You don't need road access, however, let's make another coastal road. Now, sewage pipes, where are we? Remember, you can change the elevation of this to make them deeper or closer to ground level. At the moment, that's going to do us fine. That's connected up. Sewage is flowing. That will start polluting the water, unfortunately, but there's nothing we can do about that. We have to have sewage. High rent. So there's a high demand for commercial at the moment. Now with our commercial zones, the obvious place is Pleasant Street, which I think we will do. However, I want to make some walkways through so people can actually walk to the shops if they want to. So we go back to pedestrian access. Actually works out nice with the crossing there, doesn't it? I wonder if we could put some sort of park space in here or something. Or maybe just somewhere for people to walk. Remember there is this bridge here, so giving people options to walk or drive. Now there is something else as well. We get a pedestrian street. These are very tempting. Right, we do have a lot of demand for more residential, so
Pending
there.
upgrades to our power
Might
grid,
leave some
the
space
city
for
will
maybe
be
a little parking
experiencing
here.
rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary
Smaller
events.
homes.
This has been a local public service announcement. Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a low-flush toilet, cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement.
How delightful! Another letter from our
Okay, industry is in
erstwhile
demand.
listeners. What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice. Y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Oh, let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself?
Okay, so everything we're placing as well, we
Y'all
are in
got
XP,
soul.
so we're getting close to our
Okay.
first milestone, but we need
A
to
raison
place some more
d'etre?
items to get there.
Delicious. My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys got more funk. than
Perhaps we
his
could
pinky.
increase our power
I told
output.
her that ain't funk. That's classical. Yes, indeed. That must be most exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the early explorers.
It's 100
Funk, by
XP
contrast,
straight
is an
away.
entirely modern conceit,
Obviously
and
it's
no
costing us
fun
money
never
to
been
do
here.
this
But
though.
as they say,
Right, power lines, we can run
is
these
for the
underground as well.
labels. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cants.
Now, if we... The end of the power line's not connected. If we connect this, does that mean we can then sell our electricity, I wonder? Let's have a go, let's see what happens. No connection. Right, that means we probably need just like a substation or something. Transformer station. Okay, we've obviously got quite a bit of XP for that, so milestone 1 unlocks, that gave us 600,000. And it's given us some points to spend as well. It's our first milestone, tiny village. So that's advanced road services, roundabouts. Let's go for, we've also got different options here. That's something I definitely want early on. I might even wait for that. Let's just save our points for now, I think. See what else we actually unlocked here. City budget, statistics, some row housing, map tiles obviously, more roads, healthcare, garbage. Okay, so we've got quite a few. Right, for landfill and garbage, this would make sense to be over in this area anyway. And I might leave this area open for power, which means coming across a bit. The only thing is it's not very desirable, so we want to keep it as far away as possible. I guess we could just move this road if we wanted to. Okay, we're going for here. Okay, so these nodes are for the storage area. Let's try and line this up. We can change this later. Just right click if you make a mistake. Okay, it's not perfectly in line, but it's okay for now. We can adjust that later. So there are upgrades available for this as well. Whenever you play something, always check for upgrades because sometimes they need space. So we've got garbage truck depot, that goes within the footprint. Hazardous waste, that's going to go on the side somewhere. So that's 30,000 a month, don't think we'll do that yet. And a waste recycling unit, which again goes within the footprint of the building. That's 30,000 as well. I do want that, but we're too small to justify that at the moment. Although our goal is to be environmentally friendly, so you know what, I'm just going to do it in case I forget. So there we go, we've upgraded that straight away for recycling. It's going to half our pollution. Now we've got strong demand for a lot more residential. We also have medium density row housing. Now this area here would actually be quite good for that. Okay, you can see the demand's dropping as they're building. We'll put some low density housing in there as well. If we want, we can speed things up a little bit. I tend to do this at night time when it's dark, to be honest. sort of shops do we have along here? This building is empty and available for rent. Okay, so the more people that move in, they'll think, oh, we could open a business here. We have a bar. I think that's good for entertainment. Electronics. What's this, a drive-through? Sells vehicles. Oh, okay, so car showroom. That looks the same. Those chemicals. That's empty. Yeah, so everything will get filled up as we go along. Bookstore on the end. In fact, we could do with some pedestrian access on the end of here. And also this footbridge isn't actually connected to anything yet. That's something we need to address. Now I could just join it straight to the pavement, or we could carry it along. That will create a crossing there. Which I don't mind. Straight away I can see there's an opportunity to do that way and that way as well with this. Okay, linking up our footpaths is good. I like to just start them off if they're not leading anywhere yet, just for future expansion and development. What's this? Waiting for ambulance. Okay, so we don't have any healthcare yet. We need a medical clinic. It's 105,000 a month upkeep. And the death care is 55,000. Okay, well, let's start with a medical clinic, and I think the main street could be the place to put it. I think we can relocate these if we want to later. Okay, let's see what we've got upgrade wise. Space for additional ambulances. So that, let's see this one, what's this one? Extension wing, that would go on the side if we wanted to expand it. That one just goes in the car park. I don't think we need to upgrade that yet. It has 5 vehicles anyway. That's only 40,000 a month. I thought it was a lot more than that. Upkeep 105,000 a month. It says when you hover over it. Maybe once capacity increases, that will go up. It does at 4649, it is going up. Speed things up and have a look. I suppose it depends how many patients you have. Yeah, something I'll keep an eye on. So we've gone into night time, it's the end of our first day. I think we've got a good little starter here. Everything's in demand. area does seem a bit dark, don't you think, at night time? One thing we haven't added is the cemetery yet. This is quite a large item. We do have space here. And didn't we have a crossing somewhere? We do here for the footbridge. Maybe we'll put it at the side of the highway. Although that's not very peaceful, is it, for people laid to rest?
This is Second Moon Radio Classical for the modern age.
I feel like we need some more roads.
Modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imaginations as guides through a silent audio masterpiece. Now here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are transported.
There we go. I prefer that.
But let us not
Gives us space for more buildings here as well.
Interesting news.
And there are
for the
upgrades
city's
as well.
export division.
Temple.
Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means.
Okay.
It means we're not cutting things close
Can't see
enough.
what the footprint is for
no,
that.
the point
All
is
of these
we're
go on the
selling
sides.
and bringing money into local
That's right.
people.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say
Cemetery
we're
becomes a
enjoying
sightseeing
positive
attraction.
trade balance,
I'm not so
and
sure
the
about that, but
economy is
anyway.
booming. More after this.
Maybe something we add on later. Okay, let's have a look through, make sure we've got everything now. So we've got power, we've got water and sewage, we have the healthcare and death care, garbage management, which we've also done recycling on. And that just leads us into further expansion. There's high demand for a lot of things here. We can add some more industry. Let's add some more commercial, although yeah, I want to make some more sort of walkways before I do that. So landscaping, pavements. I'm wondering if it would be better off with a bridge actually. And the disadvantage of a bridge is obviously you can't get to the shop, so... Ah, milestone 2 unlocked. That's good because now we can get the water treatment plant. And do we have any other points? Advanced road services. Okay, that's all our points spent. We do have an option of buying more map tiles, but at the moment I wouldn't recommend that until we get a bit further into the game. So let's slow this down a bit. And waste water, that's what we was looking at, wasn't we? Water treatment plant. Processes sewage, purifies It's out of pollute. Right. The treated water is then pumped back into the water network. Remove pollutants, become garbage to be collected. Can be upgraded. So it doesn't need to be on the coast. And really it should be in our industrial area. I don't know if I want it right next to our groundwater, to be honest. That's obviously going to block off our landfill site. I don't know, it should be okay by the groundwater, shouldn't it? It says we can reuse the water. Okay, we'll just go for this here. Then our water services are all in the same place. Upgrades. Increases the sewage purification rate, 20,000 a month. Turn more sewage into fresh water. Can actually add as many of these as we want. We are a little bit limited with space here. I suppose if we buy more tiles we could actually expand that. Okay, so now I think I can get rid of this. Or we deactivate it. Just in case we still need it. There is still an upkeep cost, but it's only 10% of the original. Eventually we will get rid of that. Just want to make sure this is working okay first. Which it seems to be. Yeah, you can see it's connected in. And it is actually putting water back into the system as well. Okay, nice. Right, so we've got education and research open to us as well. Elementary school and high school. There are upgrades to this, so we do need space to expand it. So let's develop our road network a bit further. Now, do we stay with this grid or shall we change it? I'm tempted to come off this corner at 45 degrees. Again, I might do a curved road to follow this road. There is a parallel tool, but I don't know if... That actually follows it pretty well. Okay, this opens up a nice big space here for us as well. So let's go back into education and we're going to place that there. Leaves us plenty of space to expand. So we've got children's clinic, which will attach to either side. Okay, the extension wings and the playground. Playground's an interesting one. 10% wellbeing within 300 metres, 5% wellbeing for students. Relatively low upkeep as well. So I think we can add this. We've kind of got a space here that's not in use, so I wonder if we'll get a footpath past the back of it. Let's just move that across slightly to there. Not sure if this should be straight or a curve on it. Don't think we have any parks open up yet. Okay, just leave that in the middle for now. Just to remind me to put the footpaths in. Getting over here with something we need to do. Not sure what's here. Is there a building here? Ah, the bookshop. There we go, problem solved. It's nice, there's a crossing to the medical clinic as well, so people can walk if they want to. Okay, we're still progressing nicely along. I think I'll just go along and just fine tune what we've done so far, but we'll have a quick look over what we've achieved in the first 50 or so minutes. Obviously we've got our roundabout coming into the town. A lovely pedestrian crossing there. I love that bridge. Our main sort of shopping area, which we will expand on. I may put some shops this side as well, probably will do actually, which we can do maybe down this end. We've got to leave room for police and things like that yet, so I'm not going to add them in just yet. Have a think on that before I do it. I like to plan it all out. So yeah, this is our sort of main shopping area, which will be centrally located. So we've got our housing, a school. Housing will expand all the way around here, and our industrial area over here, and power, the landfill, our water services. Kind of our big industrial area. I think it's coming out quite well so far, and obviously a cemetery. So yeah, I think I'll end that one there for the first episode, and on episode 2 we should expand this a lot further and fine tune everything. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this so far, and please do like, leave me some comments and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now everyone.
Bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for